Remember to look at the camera.
Yes.
No, we always look at ourselves.
Look at the right camera.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's
You
do
don't
it.
know?
Week 70.
Celebrate!
Oh,
Obviously.
Happy New Year 2024.
Happy New Year.
First day of January 2024.
Yes.
And we're doing week 73 from Berlin, El Salvador.
Sorry about that. I just sort of had to do something silly.
Got me confused. Good job. So, welcome to another week. It's a funny day to be doing it, so we're sort of just winging it a little bit. We do have our structure. We are going to go through our timeline. I just realised I've left my clicky pen somewhere else. You guys know the drill. If you please subscribe Yep.
Please like and subscribe to our channel. It does help that algorithm and just gets more people to see what we're doing.
Yes.
And yeah, this is the first Monday of 2024 and we're excited to be here.
Yeah. Down in the description you can sign up to our newsletter. That is njelsalvador.substack.com, and I actually forgot to send it last week, but I am sending it this week. I've written it up. And we post 3 interesting things that have happened over the last couple of weeks and the events that are coming up. So,
absolutely. And at the moment, just talking about events, nothing's been actually really mentioned, but I will be saying that I'm pretty much guessing My First Bitcoin will be having their meetup on the last Thursday of the month of January, so that'll be the 25th of January, to be confirmed where that will be. And the Bitcoin Beach will have theirs on Friday, the 26th at Palo Verde, and that starts at 5:30. And of course there's the Tuesday meetup up in Honolulu. I don't know if they're having one yet. They haven't pushed it or promoted it, so that would be normally on Tuesday. And then of course Santiana will have theirs next Monday, because they have it on the second Monday of the month up at can't remember them.
Laughing Stock Cafe.
Laughing Stock Cafe, that's right. So yeah, but they will be in the newsletter.
Yes.
So, yes.
And also here in Berlin every Monday, but not this Monday.
Yes.
We have a meetup for the community. Last week Charlie did one. It's all in Spanish, and he did it on some Bitcoin savings, which was pretty cool.
Oh, the Friday one, do you mean?
There's a Friday one. No, I do mean the Monday one.
We didn't have one because it was Christmas Day.
It was Christmas Day. Charlie did one on Friday, and that is Charlie starting to give some
Bitcoin education.
Yes.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. And a little bit of inside information is, if you're coming to visit Berlin from January onwards, there will be potentially a new location.
Yes. So coming up this Friday, there will be photos.
Yeah.
We'll see photos.
Yes. So Berlin is exciting. Things are happening. We're moving, and thank you. I see somebody in our chat that we're very grateful for their effort and what they're helping us put together here.
Yes. Yeah. So
Happy
exciting. New Year.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, sat shout out.
Yes.
So, Super Pilotish, Ola, thank you for the sats. He sent a very clever, I was very always amused by funny little things like this, but he sent 2024 sats with a message, Happy New Year. So thank you, Happy New Year. You'll probably see I retweeted that on Twitter.
Yep.
Blink really appreciated that. They thought that was funny too.
And the thing is, please, if you've got any questions, do put them in the chat. We will get round, as you can see. Oh, so I'm going to go that way. The question and answers just here. Once we get to the question and answers, we will answer your questions.
Which is awesome. All right.
And always chat amongst yourselves as well.
Yeah, that is awesome. All right, let's go. Monday.
Okay, Monday. Monday was Christmas Day.
It was.
So we actually had a really quiet Christmas Day. We enjoyed the sunshine. We just relaxed, and we had Andre turn up from unexpectedly, but it was great that he turned up, and he ended up being on the show.
Yeah.
So yes, that was Monday. A very very quiet day for us, but it was really nice.
Made the most of it.
Yeah, we'd already caught up with our families in New Zealand because their Christmas was actually the day before.
And we also found out that Salvadorian their biggest celebration is on the Christmas Eve. So that was when because we went out that night and with more Salvadoran. So we did do Salvadoran stuff on Christmas.
Yeah.
It just earlier.
Okay,
Tuesday. We had a relaxing morning, and then our friend Doris came to visit us, which was really cool. And we scheduled a meal in the afternoon with some local Bitcoiners.
Yeah, it was quite nice. It was like a potluck, and everyone was like, "What's a potluck?" In New Zealand, it's quite normal.
Oh, that was our meal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, so we had a potluck meal. So everyone brings a dish. We put no sort of expectations on anyone. It was just something to share, and it was great.
Yeah.
We had some nice, really beautiful salads, really beautiful food, beautiful desserts. It was good, and it was so nice, just really relaxing and just catching up with everybody.
Casual catch up. Yeah, no, that was a really good afternoon.
Yeah.
It was a really relaxed way for people to come together. That, especially if people didn't have physical family here, it allowed them to come together at our place and talk and feel like you got family. We had the Bitcoin family Christmas meal,
yeah.
which was good. All right.
Okay, and the fireworks are still going. So celebration, fireworks is massive here, and it continues to flow throughout the day.
We'll meet.
Right, Wednesday. So we still had Doris stayed for a few days, which was wonderful. So Doris and I headed into town. We need to check on a couple of friends, and we also wanted to organise a walk with Don Julio for the next day. And so that was really nice. So we just had a very relaxing day, headed into town, and just.
If you're coming to Berlin and you want to go for a walk, Don Julio, I've been on one walk, you've been on two or three now.
Two.
And even the people that have gone on one of his walks have come back and they've been like, wow, that guy knows his stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm amazed at where he knows to take people. He takes them on these crazy trails and you're like, where are we going? And then he takes you and tells you about all the plants. And he even took you to a new restaurant. We had no idea.
Yeah.
I haven't been there yet. But Nikki was quite impressed, so we're going to go sometime. They don't accept Bitcoin yet, but we'll help.
Yes. Okay.
Our service for this week, we haven't really chosen anything. We have got our geyser campaign on the side there. We do need to push that before the 90 days is up. I think we're at 70 days. Otherwise, they close a campaign. So if they give it 3 months. So I'm going to push that today. And if someone wants to send 2,024 sats to that QR code, that'd be pretty funny. I'd get a kick out of that. Otherwise, I'm definitely sending 2,024 sats to that QR code later today. I want to talk about the fireworks actually, because it's been huge here. Like the noise and our neighbours, and we'll go outside and the ground is literally covered in ripped, shredded newspaper. And then we read something in the news about how apparently Berlin has a black market fireworks business going on here. Which we thought was pretty funny, because we just thought this was Salvadoran fireworks, but no, apparently Berlin has black market pirate fireworks. We think a lot of it's homemade.
Absolutely. It seems to be a lot more noise than colour.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely the bigger the bang, people are more impressed. Yeah. Yeah, nothing to do with colours or sounds.
No.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. All right, should we go to Thursday?
Yep. Okay, so Doris and I had organised, as I said, on Wednesday with Don Julio to go for a walk. So we went for a walk with Don Julio. Now, Don Julio is a artisanal guy here who does a lot of Bitcoin key rings and Bitcoin bits and pieces you would have seen. I think I've even got my stamp for my soaps with Don Julio. And he had an amazing grandmother that taught him so much knowledge about the plants. And he's lived here all his life. So we went for a walk with him and his daughter, and we decided to go for a walk that was looking at plants, what plants are edible, what plants are medicinal, just so we could just see what was around when we were out and about. There's a picture of Don Julio there, just showing us one of the trees with flowers on it. And he took us up to, and here's another one, Doris and I, to a fresh spring, even though the water didn't look that clean, but I think it was more that it was quite it was slow coming out. And then just around the corner from the fresh spring was this sort of two really skinny rock walls that you walked through, and then there was a cave with bats and things like that in it, and it was really interesting. I've eaten a lot of different plants. It was quite fun. He actually fed his daughter first before he sort of said for us to eat, but we ate berries, we ate leaves, we ate flowers. James hadn't been feeling that well, and he actually showed us a plant that got rid of fever. And so I knew we had some in the garden, so I was able to pick some leaves when we got home and gave James a drink. And
pretty good. Yeah, we just made a tea out of it, boiled it. It was really good. That's it there actually in the photos. It's
called scorpion tail.
Yeah, or borage.
It's a type of borage.
Borage. And there it is in the cup. But it was really effective.
Yeah, and then he took us to a restaurant where we walked past a restaurant, which was amazing. It's a coffee plantation, and it had a huge, big pavilion that was just massive up this incredible driveway. And we had a really nice meal, and there was also like this handmade cave with there was one of the things before we went to the plants, we actually went to the graveyards, and he told us the story, the history of Berlin and all the different cultures. It wasn't just Germany, but there was a lot of different other people from all around the world that actually came and set up. And so but it was just a really awesome day. We had lots of fun.
Recommended thing to do when you come to Berlin. There's actually quite a few things like that. I was just trying to think because I'm not going to talk about it because I jumped ahead there before.
But I was going to say, if you do come to Berlin and you want to go on tours, walking tours, Don Julio is the guy to talk to. He also does hikes up to the volcano. You can actually go down into the crater, and there's boiling mud. There is actually a place where you can actually do a mud bath if you wanted to do that. It's quite incredible. So we haven't done that yet. Doris and I thought we'd do that when she next came back. So
all right,
Thursday. Oh no,
Friday. So Nikki and Doris headed to Alegria. So they've basically had a lot of fun over this last week, which is good. And I think Nikki would probably best to explain it. And apparently they also stopped in at a plant medicine shop. I'll let you explain Friday. I mean, you did all this stuff on here.
I know. Sorry, you were.
I was busy at home working.
So what we went to Alegria, which is a little town 5 kilometres away from Berlin. It's a real touristy town. So every little shop you find is pretty much got a lot of the tourist knickknacks that people pick up and buy. We had a really nice meal overlooking, because again you're looking down into sort of the view of the lake or the river and things, which is really pretty. But as we were walking to the car, we saw a new shop, and it was a natural remedy shop. And we went in and we had a chat, and it was also sort of got a lot of history books and things like that in there as well. But out the back they had all the plants, and it's a medicinal plant shop that they're going to start classes and educating people on the local plants, as well as they're going to be getting water from Lago Alegria to do some foot spas, because apparently it's got wonderful healing properties in the water up at Alegria at the lake. So after we got that, Doris wanted to check the lake out, so we went for a drive up to the lake, and that was really nice. We pretty much just waded our feet in the water. It's not a lake like Lapango or Cotopeque. It's a lot smaller. It's shallow, like you wouldn't put a boat on it, or you wouldn't, like I wouldn't be able to wing foil or anything like that. You don't even swim in it because it is quite sulphury. But again, it's a great place to maybe do a mud bath if you want to get into that. But we had a really nice day. It was good. And then we came home and we went out for dinner.
We did. Where did we go for dinner that
Coco's.
night? Oh, Coco's. Was that the night we went to Coco's?
Yeah.
Wow.
And paid with Bitcoin.
Yes, we did pay with Bitcoin. Right. Saturday. So I did stuff with Doris on Saturday. So Saturday morning we sat down and we actually went through some hardware wallets. And it's funny, a lot of people come and they have questions because, of course, we have lots of hardware wallets. I mean, we've got a seed signer, which we play with. We have a Blockstream Jade, which we play with. And we've got a Bitbox 02 that we play with. I do actually have a couple of old ledgers floating around somewhere, which are always interesting to talk about at the moment. So we've played with a number of hardware wallets, and we've got experience, and people have always got questions, and especially with the high fees at the moment. Something we've been playing with is a Liquid network to try and figure out how to keep our fees down and stuff like that. And people always have interesting questions about stuff like that. So sat down and gave her my thoughts on all of those things, and shared some insights as to maybe some other ways to do some things. So I've had a little bit of experience over this last week with the cold card. I wouldn't say I've had like personal experience where I can sit down and actually play with it myself and use it. Just other people's usage and updates. I would say that so far out of most of the wallets, if you're looking for something that's reasonably user friendly, I'm going to go with a seed signer so far. There's different. They've all got pros and cons, but if you're looking for usability, seed signer is still one of my favorites. And then I'm actually going to talk about Bitfinex briefly, just because I'm obviously wearing a t-shirt and I wanted to wear it because it's different. But speaking of today, there was news today about Bitfinex and Tether and moving Bitcoin, a large amount of Bitcoin. So that was, I don't know why I'm sort of raising that other than wearing a t-shirt, thinking about moving Bitcoin between on-chain, off-chain, but they're also involved in the Liquid network. So all of that stuff, I don't know, I'm not promoting any of it, I'm just thinking of it. So that was really interesting because these things come up in conversations. We had a chat with somebody yesterday as well about Bitcoin on the blockchain and going to Lightning, and they had some ideas, but anyway. And then after Doris then drove back to the beach after that, so that was really good. And then we took Odie for a walk, and we went to get a treat for the afternoon at Cafe 303. We have discovered that Cafe 303, they have taken to making homemade apple pie and
cheesecake.
Cheesecake, which is quite cool. So we treated ourselves in the afternoon there, which was really nice. And that was it. That was a Saturday. It was good.
It was. All right. Sunday was a really chilled out time at home. We've got a hammock just before Christmas, and I spent a lot of time out in the hammock just reading and just hanging out. James was doing a bit of work and bits and pieces. We had some Bitcoiners turn up, and Bice needed some soap, so they came and bought some soap, which was awesome. I've got 3 lots of soap drying at the moment, all ready for the Bitcoin Farmers Market. It was the Bitcoin Farmers Market on Sunday, but due to the fact we didn't have enough soap, it wasn't worth us going down. But we have got, we'll be all stacked up for in 2 weeks' time, which is awesome. Now, then we had a very quiet New Year's.
Yeah. Well, it was very noisy outside.
It was noisy outside, but
our personal plans were pretty quiet.
Yeah.
So we're looking after Odie.
Yes.
Who's basically the Bitcoin dog.
Yeah.
Here in El Salvador. But he's not big on fireworks. So we just hung out inside with him and watched a movie. And we asked ChatGPT to give us instructions to make cookies.
We did.
So that was kind of fun.
We sort of said what ingredients we had, and we ended up with quite a nice rolled oat.
Yeah. Rolled oat, cranberry, almond cookie with honey. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It didn't stick together as well as experience might do, but it was good. Yeah.
So that was Sunday.
It was Sunday,
and then we're woken up and it's New Year's Day.
It is, and we're here. We're back into it. Straight back into it. Got things to do. Let's go. Questions and answers.
Question and answers. Okay.
Super pilot-ish. Ola, thanks for coming along. Really appreciate you guys coming along and saying hello. Steve, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Steve. We're super excited about your arrival later this month.
We are really excited. I think there's so much going to be happening up here in Berlin for 2024. It's awesome. I
think Steve's asking a leading question. What are your top projects planned for Berlin and El Salvador in 2024? Well, the Berlin S's in Action project, which is basically the Bitcoin Berlin project, it's got a lot going on.
It's got so much going on, and I think it's about sort of, how's the best way to explain it? Really, it's about how to create it to carry on flourishing. Yeah. Isn't it? It's what energies, what can we put in to keep it growing? And there's just so many, and thank you, Steve, there's so many things coming here to make that happen. And it's just awesome.
If any, seriously, keep an eye on this project this year. This month, we're going to be sharing things about how it's growing. So we're going to be moving to a new location.
Next week? Or at the end of this week?
This week. And we're going to start upgrading it and preparing. And the reason we're going to a new location is largely because of the support we've received from followers and random people that have come to look at this project. And Steve was super grateful and appreciative for what you're doing. But this project at the moment, of course, we've got the Bitcoin Center, which is going to offer free Bitcoin education. On top of that, we're going to offer paid education for things like English courses, and then even higher skilled projects, thanks to certain people, and then even job placements, which are going to allow international Bitcoin to come into Berlin, which is going to be a complete game changer for the circular economy.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
And there's also a room there for a podcast studio, and we've got someone setting up a podcast studio. So that's massive what's going to be happening in that centre, and watch the space in regards.
So we're going to have a dedicated classroom, podcast studio. Charlie's going to take an office for the things that he's doing. He's got a number of things under his belt. We've got another education room, potentially /
training centre
/ work centre, which is amazing. Then there's still a couple of outdoor spaces which are going to be open for projects.
Yeah, community projects, which will be really amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So watch the Berlin project this year, because it like we've got momentum.
Yeah.
And it's really exciting.
Yeah.
And we're super grateful to all the people that want to come and be part of this.
Yes.
We received 2 laptops at the end of last year, which was amazing. They've both been reformatted, have Ubuntu on them. They're at the center. We bought mice for them. We got a headset for one of them, and did we buy anything else? I can't remember. But they are being used regularly, which is awesome. It's great. And going forward, we're going to be offering things like Bitcoin training on them, but also things like typing training and English training, because people will be able to rent them and be able to learn and improve their skills, and we'll go forward, which is this town, like, we're doing it. So cool. And if anyone wants to, Kubo, I'm going to throw it out there, Kubo Plus are very, very interested in what we're doing here. Alex and Oscar both came to visit. They were super impressed. They've dropped off some LED lights. I don't know if anyone's seen the photos. I should probably share them more. But they look super cool. Oh, not LED, they're glass blown lights. Neon lights is the word I'm looking for. But
and the Mini Mac.
Oh, and a node, a Mini Mac PC node. So we've got ideas for Kubo Plus as well, which we're going to talk to them about this year as well, because it's so exciting. Okay.
Yeah.
Steve, that question was dangerous. I ended up saying so much stuff. Super Pilotish, good video and audio.
Perfect.
Thank you. That's great. And Mark of Bitcoin, woot, Happy New Year. You're very inspirational people. So looking forward to visiting El Salvador in September. So far away.
We look forward to you coming in September. Make sure you make a trip up to Berlin. It's really important. Yeah.
Yes.
You don't want to miss Berlin.
No.
Okay.
These days, the round trip would be, you go to San Salvador, go check it out, take a look at the changes that have happened socially, culturally, and everything like that in San Salvador. Go down to the beach, visit Bitcoin Beach. It's such an icon to go and see. And if you can, time it with the Bitcoin Farmers Market, because that Sunday is definitely like a meetup you should put on your schedule. And then travel across the country and come and visit us here in Berlin, because we are putting businesses on the map, on the BTC map. We're gonna transform the circular economy, and we want to be able to replicate this. It's going to be really exciting. Fabian, hey, or FSV, I know too much. Hey, great to see you here. Thanks for turning up.
Thanks for turning up, Fabian. Happy New Year.
And Super Pilotish, thank you for your tips and your amusing us. We appreciate it, and tuning in each week. What's your favorite wallet for Liquid? Sounds interesting. Oh, great question. I'm actually on a beta program for the new Aqua wallet, which is a Jan 3 Samson Mal project. And at the moment, they are looking to integrate a Bitcoin wallet, a Liquid wallet, and a Lightning ramp between using the Bolts exchange. So that's apparently going to come out in the next couple of weeks as a live version, and that is going to be really interesting. So it doesn't do everything I want yet. Like, it doesn't allow me to peg in my Bitcoin. So I do that on something called sideswap.io, and then I have to send that to my my Aqua wallet at the moment. But instead of using the Aqua wallet, you could use the green wallet, and I'm going down a rabbit hole. It's quite messy at the moment, but yeah. The bolts with a Z .exchange is a place where you can move your Liquid to Lightning. So if you have a big chunk of Bitcoin, you can move it off chain. I see the fees were down at like 80 sats at the moment. Off chain to liquid, and then you can slowly pull that out of liquid at a much cheaper rate, less than 1,000 sats per time, around 300 sats, to your Lightning wallet through the Bolts exchange, bolts.exchange with a Z. So that's quite interesting. I'm just playing with that. It's all sort of experimental at the moment, but it's worth taking a look at if you want to keep down fees and you're structuring it a certain way.
Yeah. Fabian, yes, cake. You'd love it up here. Good cake.
Yeah, it's very good cake. When you guys, when you come and visit, very soon, we'll go to 303 because it's becoming a bit of an icon now.
Yes.
To have maybe an iced coffee and cake.
Coffee and cake. Yeah.
We should actually go to Miss Cupcake a bit more.
Yeah. Actually, their cake's good too.
Yeah, there's a place here called Miss Cupcake at the opposite end of the town. One's at the bottom and one's at the top. And they both have great coffee and cake, to be honest. Donald, Feliz Año Nuevo. Thank you. Gracias,
thank you.
amigo.
Happy New Year to you too. Mark Bitcoin. What weekends in September will the BTC Farmers Market be on? Unsure at this point. It is every second Sunday. So if you go through the calendar and work that out.
I could actually probably do that with our calendar.
Okay.
But the other thing is it may shift based on the adopting BTC schedule.
Yeah.
So
you're in the questions. You might want to move it to the other side.
that's okay. Because we're going to answer that question about September. So I don't know the exact weekend of... but the BTC Farmers Market will be on Sunday, September 8th and Sunday, September 22nd at this point. Yep. So I don't...
Just make sure you're here for 2 Sundays in a row. And you're going to hit one of them.
Yeah, and you'll be fine. Because you need time to come up to Berlin anyway.
Yeah, so it's all good.
And speaking of trips to El Salvador, the halving party is in April. We should actually start talking about that. Budget, if you're coming for the halving party, budget time before and after. You need to come for like 2 to 3 weeks. Stuff is going to happen down at the beach. Stuff is going to happen up here.
Yes. And the halving party's in Cincinnati, which is actually west. Mm-hmm. So you're going to need to sort of be moving. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Start thinking about renting cars because things are going to happen.
Where are they held? The Bitcoin Farmers Market are in El Zonte at Los Amigos.
Mm-hmm. Bitcoin Beach. It's actually on the btcmap.org. So if you go there and you go to El Zonte or Bitcoin Beach, you will find it. And
Mark again, Berlin is absolutely on the list. Perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah, good to hear.
And Fabian, that sounds perfect. Yeah. Well, we can in the morning we can go and have cake down the bottom, and in the afternoon we go have cake up top.
All right.
Tough life here in Berlin. Tough life. Yeah. But we've got a new restaurant now that we're going to need to go and explore at some point, which is exciting. It's always fun to go and explore new places. All right. That's all the questions. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Actually, I'm just going to throw out there, since we talked about hardware wallets, I'm going to pump Ronnie and the Bitcoin hardware store. He also had an interview today with the halving report, I think. Definitely go and take a look at that. Check out Ronnie's profile on Twitter. He's got that video. I commented on it, but I didn't retweet it, so I need to retweet. I'll pin it under this. How about that? And that way Ronnie knows we talked about it. Yeah. But Ronnie is your hardware guy if you want to not just purchase a wallet, but you can hire wallets. So the wallet that you would want to hire is a seed signer because it doesn't technically store a seed on it, which means you have to have better seed management. And they also do other kits for creating your seeds, which you can hire. Yeah. And that's definitely worth doing because seed security and management is important, but also it wasn't what I wanted to say, which is I am blown away and really impressed that it's taken 2 years, but someone has finally done it, and it is Ronnie, and I couldn't think of a better guy to have taken the lead on this project. Yeah. So check out his interview. If you're here and you need hardware stuff, go and see him. He's in El Zonte, but Ronnie does travel. So if you need stuff in the city, he may get his timing right. This year, I don't know what my first Bitcoins projects are, but if you are coming to El Salvador, sorry, there's just so many things that you sort of think about at the last minute. Check out the My First Bitcoin schedule. If you can get on one of their graduation programs, do it. because this may be the last year. I don't know. I'm just speculating.
No, they're still going to have graduations. Yeah.
They may change.
Yeah. Anyway, and the other thing, My First Bitcoin, what they are going to be doing with the halving party is they're going to have their gala night.
Yeah, in
and
April.
they're having an event beforehand. So make sure
Yes.
you do check that out and find out where that's going to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to work the halving party into
Yeah,
our show,
yeah.
going forward from
Yep.
now. So
Yep.
the halving party, I mean, the halving's going to be huge. In case anybody's not sure what the halving is, in April, there are clocks online which guesstimate the date based on the mining power that's happening. But it is when the supply of Bitcoin that comes out every 10 minutes will be cut in half. So I think it's, is it six Bitcoin at the moment?
It's
It'll be cut
just
down to
over
3?
6.15
Yeah.
or something, and it'll
So
be just down here.
It's 6 Bitcoin and change, and it'll be cut down to 3 Bitcoin and change every 10 minutes. And because I'm thinking I've got 900 in my head, that's where the 9 comes from. So I think it's 900 a day, and it'll be cut down to like 300 a day, 450 a day.
Yeah.
And that is going to put stress on the supply, which is going to be, I mean, you've got the ETF coming very soon. You're going to have the supply decreasing very soon. There's a lot happening in the first quarter of Bitcoin life this year.
It is.
It's very exciting.
Super Pilotish 2024 sounds great. Thanks for the show, guys. Not a problem. And 6.5 is Mark of Bitcoin.
Thank you, Mark.
Thanks.
So many numbers in my head, it's hard to keep track of everything. That's very exciting. We appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Remember, please sign up to our newsletter. We're going to give away a free 45-minute call on our newsletter today.
Yes. Yeah.
We will give that away. We're going to draw one randomly, so go and sign up right now. It's down in the description. Actually, one more shout out, and we should have done this at the start. There is a photo in there of a Salvadoran lady who lives in the States. And we were in Usulatan right before Christmas, and she jumps out of her car and she comes, I think I know you guys. Can I have a photo, please? It was so cool. So we took a photo with her. It was lovely. She said hello, visiting from the States, visiting her family in San Miguel. And it's so cool.
Yep.
Like that we're sharing what's happening here in El Salvador, and she is enjoying that stuff while she lives away.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All
right. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
And we will see you next Monday.
Yes. Enjoy your week.
Yeah.
Let us know any improvements or comments, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah.
Thank you.